You set your calendar, set the alarm every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. I do a live Q&A where I'm answering all of your business questions. And so, yes, if you are a small business owner, I don't care what you sell, lotions, potions, pots, pans, lashes, nails, services, real estate, it doesn't matter. We all need leads. And so I'm happy to share with you what I know for sure. So if you're joining me for the very first time, that's my alarm. Yes, if you're joining me for the very first time, put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie, Jerusher. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me. And so I can't wait to see you. There we go, TikTok. Yes, I'm getting over a cough, so I apologize in advance. So yes, I do have a cough drop. And so yes, if you follow me on TikTok, I go live every night on TikTok. I'm walking on the treadmill because we take our liquid collagen. We drink 1 liter of water every day, and we do 7,000 to 10,000 steps, right? Until December 31st. And so a couple of days I wasn't able to speak. And so I just want you guys to know I'm still in it to win it. So I am present. Kitty in the building. Good to see your beautiful faces. Tina in the building. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I love to see my peoples. Yes, just put it in the chat so I can shout your city out or your state out. I want to see all the pretty people. Yes, hashtag, oh, I got on my pretty people tee. So yes, Black Friday or Black November, grab your pretty people merch. Just go to the link in the bio. And so what that means is Houston, Texas in the building. Houston is in the building. Yes, good to see you there. Yes, ma'am. David is in the building. Florida in the building. Florida is in the building. Of course, Georgia is in the building. The Northerners love me. So New York, Chicago, they just love me. So yes, Houston too. It's always on my analytics what cities show up on my broadcast. And so yes, I love you too. Thank you so much for showing up. So I'm going to share some actionable business tips, tools, hacks, things that you can do to continue to build your business until the end of the year. It's not over yet. So don't give up. It's not over. Don't get discouraged. I know how you feel. I felt the same way too, but you still have to keep going. So if you woke up this morning, you have a purpose. So do like this. So you have a pulse, you have a purpose. So that means we got to get to work. So Philly in the building. We got Philly in the building. Thank you for the hearts and the love on TikTok. Yes, I do have a goal. I need to reach my little ice cream goals on TikTok. So if you're not following me on TikTok, Facebook, go over there. So every Wednesday night, I answer a business question from my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group. And so if you are in the group, you get to ask any question and I will teach on that subject or I will answer you privately because I just believe sharing is caring. When I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Knowledge is the new rich. So I know a lot of you, Florida in the building. I know a lot of you, right, are getting ready for tomorrow, Turkey Day for a lot of people, right? And so tell me what's on your menu. Put it in the chat. Tell me what's on your menu. Yes, are you spending time with family? What are you doing on tomorrow? Yes. And then, of course, the next day is a big day for a lot of people, Black Friday. I did Black November, so you can get this liquid collagen today. Yes, you can get some discounts today. So if you haven't gotten the liquid collagen that I've been raving about all month long, I've been telling you how good it is. If you haven't tried it, put collagen in the chat and I'll tell you all about it, send you some details, or you can just go to my profile, click it and find out. But yes, this particular one is for energy, stamina, and mental focus. I have 5 different formulas. They do 5 different things, right? And so, yes, so if you don't know about it, where have you been hiding, girl? You better get into it. So you have to take a collagen supplement. So if you're on TikTok, that's what we talk about all the time, is being healthy and wealthy at the same time. Hello, gorgeous. Good to see you too. Evelyn is in the building. And so let's talk about it. Hey, Facebook. You guys, we got Facebook in the building, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So you got to make sure you're broadcasting all over the place. That's how you build your audience. You take advantage of the platform. You don't let the platform take advantage of you. And so if you're going to be on here, you might as well learn how to leverage and monetize. And so that's what I want to help you do. If you haven't started a business yet, today is your day. If you already have a business, put business in the chat. Say, I have a business, Jerusher. Okay, so great. You already have one. Those of you that want a business, just put yes. You know it's time. Yes, you've been thinking about it. You've been dreaming about it. It's time to step it up. It's time to do it. So I'm with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share some basic Instagram hacks to increase your brand awareness, because a lot of it is Instagram doesn't love me like I love Instagram. TikTok loves me. Facebook loves me. Reels loves me. YouTube loves me. Instagram doesn't love me that much. Okay. And so I had to learn some things. And now that I know these things, I thought, let me share them with you, because maybe you don't know these things either. And so let me tell you, I'm Jerusher. I'm a business coach. I'm a speaker. My background is radio and television. My degrees are in communications and public relations. I started a home-based business years ago, worked in corporate America, decided I wanted to work for myself. The first person that spoke to me about a home-based business, I said yes, no hesitation. I didn't do all of that questioning, asking everybody in the world. I just know Jerusher abilities. I was like, yes, I can do it. Let's go. I didn't need permission. None of that. I didn't need my girlfriend to do it with me. I didn't need a coworker to do it with me. I was going to do it. And so the first person that introduced me to the industry, I said yes. And then I started hustling. I was working. Okay. Success comes with a work attitude and a work uniform. And that's what I was doing. Nobody can tell me. Nobody can tell me how hard I worked. And so went to the top of that company, earned all the things that you hear about, the cars, the trips, the diamonds, all that is true. Okay. Now, online is totally different. So I'm like, I'm not like face to face with folk. I'm really good face to face, right? So now this online thing, I had to learn how to do it. So just like a lot of you, the pandemic happened, which gave a lot of people a lot of time to learn some skills online. And so I'm going to help you with that. I put together a course just for my peoples that are struggling, right, to get exposure online. I got you covered. And so, yes, so let's talk about Instagram. Why Instagram is the most difficult one. Okay. So you got Instagram hacks that are available that you can do. What I figured out, Facebook, write this down because this is my group over here. So TikTok and Instagram. So if you're in the group, business tips, motivation, and inspiration, all you have to do is put questions in the chat and I'll come back and answer those questions, or I'll teach next Wednesday at 8 p.m. That's all you have to do if you're in the group. If you want to be in the group, just come on over to Facebook and do groups and you'll find it. Business tips, motivation, and inspiration. So this is the thing what I've learned. Are you talented or are you gifted? Which one? I'm going to walk on the treadmill at the same time when I do this, especially when I talk to TikTok. Are you talented or are you gifted? Now, somebody asked me that and I'm like, I think I'm both. I think I have gifts and I think I'm talented in certain things. So what I learned was talents are inherited, gifts are received by God or from God. So this perhaps, I think the biggest and most important difference is, for example, if your child is gifted musically and you give them opportunities to learn a musical instrument, they might develop a talent for playing. Okay. They're already gifted, just like singing. Someone said, I was born with the gift to gab, basically to talk and develop a talent for speaking. So are you talented or are you gifted? So what I've learned is you can prosper faster when you operate out of your gift. You have a gift to cook. You're the person that can smell a seasoning, and know what it is. You're the person that don't even have to taste it and can tell you what it is. Cooking is the gift. So why is it if cooking is your gift, but you're working someplace else doing something else? When cooking is the gift. So when you can prosper faster when you operate out the gift. So I knew I could talk, and that's what I wanted to do. I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to make sure I use my voice. I want to get paid to talk. And so I started training that. Okay. It doesn't sound like it because I'm a little nasally today. And I started working towards that. And my degrees are in that. I was in radio and on radio by the time I was 19. I was like, this is my gift. So your gift says a lot about God, but your growth and your belief in yourself says a lot about you. Jerusher. I'll say it again for the people in the back. Your gift says a lot about God, but your growth and your belief in yourself says a lot about you. So the good news is you could change it. So let's talk about you using your gift on social media, on Instagram, so we can do better. Okay. So using the gift to create a profitable account, using your gift to create residual income, using the gift. Yes. So Instagram stories, let's start there. If you saw the broadcast, I gave 20 ways to increase engagement on social media for free. 20 ways. You can go to the link in the bio, grab the 20 ways, is available. So Instagram stories are a fantastic tool for engaging with your audience and promoting the brand. And so I'm always promoting the Pretty People, which is my brand, but I sell a product, which is the liquid collagen. Okay. So let me just tell you, I'll just give you some things that I've learned about Instagram that's going to help all of you. Is write this down. These are like tips, hacks, benefits of using Instagram stories. A pretty person is putting this in the chat for me. Yes, thank you so much for writing this down. A pretty person is writing this down on Facebook for me. Number one, you want to use polls and questions. Write that down. One of the best ways to increase engagement on Instagram story is to use polls and questions. Okay. Now, I didn't know that until I knew that. I was like, oh, great. So what I do is I say, hey, would you like more stamina? Would you like more energy? Would you like to have more? Yes. Stamina, energy, focus, mental focus. Would you like stronger tendons, ligaments? I would ask a question and people would say yes. So if I'm saying to someone in a question that's a poll, would you like stronger tendons, ligaments, muscles? Obviously, they say yes. I get to talk to them privately about my liquid collagen, which solves their problem. We're in the business of solving problems. And so all you have to do is ask the right questions. So write that down. You want to do more, especially when you're promoting a product, you want to ask questions. So this feature allows you to ask your audience for their opinion. And we all know people want to give you their opinion, especially on a particular product, service, opportunity. People want to share their thoughts. So it's pretty easy to do. Now, if you're saying, well, Jerusher, I don't know where the polls is. I don't know where the questions is. So you know where that smiley face is. Click it. You click that smiley face, there are going to be options. In those options, it says polls or it says questions. Then you can click it and you'll be able to either take a poll if you want to do a poll, or you can ask a question. Now, you have 24 hours to respond to those people, because then it's gone and you won't be able to see those people. So you got to make sure within 24 hours, you see all the people that answered the poll. Now, sometimes maybe someone will not answer. That's okay. Don't get discouraged. Just do a different poll, do a different question. So not only does this increase engagement, but it also helps you understand your audience preference and their interests. So when I do it, I can tell the type of people that answer those questions. I'm like, oh, okay, this is the type of people that is following me on Instagram, which is a totally different audience from Facebook and TikTok. And so you got to get to know who you're talking to, because if you're posting like this to everybody, we're really getting nobody. So I really want you to have a target audience on Instagram, a target audience on TikTok, same thing on Facebook. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Okay. Because what we know is people will give their opinions. Opinion is like, somebody said, Jerusher, opinion is like the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Because somebody just going to give it to you whether you want it or not. And so my son, I have two boys, hashtag mama boys. I have two boys. And one of my sons, he was in this spelling bee, like the state spelling bee. Then we went on to like this region spelling bee. Like he was just like this great speller. Like I'm the proud mom. So I'm the crazy mom that's like, yes, we're doing it. You're the smartest in the world. Okay, that is truly me, right? And so and so that was one of the reasons I actually left corporate America, so I could, make sure my boys have all of the tools available, resources, people, whatever available for them. And I didn't want any restrictions. So I was like, this 9 to 5 is not going to do it. So I was hungry. I was hungry to change. So I had a reason. I had a why. So he's in this spelling bee. So we do the school spelling bee. Then we do other schools. We compete. Then we do it at a state level. Then we do it at a regional level. And then I'm just like, yes, he's the smartest in the world. And so even now, he still has a vast vocabulary. And so I'm always impressed. I'm like, oh, that's my son. And so he told me this word. Obviously, I'm going to mess it up because, I can't pronounce all these words all the time. And so he told me this word. I wrote it down. He said, Mom, do you know what I can't even remember, ultra criterion is? Okay, I'm going to spell it for y'all. Okay. ULTRACREPIDARIAN. Okay. Ultra criterions. That's it. Do you know what that is? So of course, my Southern self, I'm like, no, what is it? So you love it when your child can teach you something. And so he says, someone who gives unwanted opinions. I'm like, oh, okay. They think they know everything. They want to tell you what they don't even know. But their information is based on assumptions rather than facts. That's what it means. And I'm just like, oh, okay. So these know-it-alls are happy to offer unsolicited advice, even if they have no idea what they are talking about. So when you do a poll, when you ask a question, you cannot get offended. That's the point. Don't take it that seriously. A lot of times when you ask something, right, if it's a negative response or not the response that you're looking for, it's not personal. It's their opinion. Okay. And also, if I say, hey, would you like this liquid collagen that's going to help you have stronger bones, joints, ligaments, and you say no, right? That's okay. That's personal preference. It's okay. That's your personal preference. You don't desire this particular liquid collagen. It doesn't mean I give up. It doesn't mean people don't want my product. It doesn't mean it's not good. It just means it's not for you. And because we have 4.8 billion people on social media, there's a lot of room at the top. There's an unlimited amount of money available. There is no saturation. And most people are not even going to show up like this. They're not even going to do it consistently. So you don't even have any competition. And most people are not listening to this training to know to do the polls and the questions to increase their engagement. But you're here at this moment at the perfect time so you can do it, right? So write it down, make it plain. Do me a favor. Tag 2 people, share the broadcast. This is when you tell your business bestie what to do. Now, tip number 2. I hope I'm answering your question. You asked me about Instagram. Yes, Instagram is a little different. They change a lot of things all the time with their algorithm, okay? But if we invest in ourselves, invest in our education, we try things, right? Like what I'm telling you, we can grow the account, all right? So another way that you can get more engagement on Instagram, use hashtags and location tags. Write this down. Use hashtags and location tags. Now, if you don't want people to know your location, then don't use the location tag. See what I'm saying? Okay. Excuse me. So hashtags and location tags are great ways to make your Instagram stories discoverable. What that means is like discoverable to a larger audience. So you better catch this. When someone clicks on a hashtag or location tag, they will be taken to a page where they can see all the other posts and stories that have used that same tag. So this will increase your reach. Those are your people. People who like what you like, okay? People who have been where you've been. So if it was me, and so if I hashtag Starbucks, right? If I search the hashtag Starbucks, the people that are also hashtagging Starbucks are people who drink coffee. So if I sold a coffee, I need to be following that hashtag. And I can also see people's location. So if I'm in a certain state, Pennsylvania, wherever I am, I can what? I can see if they're in my local state. So isn't that interesting? So you can find out a lot about what people are doing, where they are, based on the hashtags and location tags. Now, like for myself, I sell a liquid collagen that you can get for Black November today. Okay, just put collagen in the chat. For me, if I followed, a hashtag Whole Foods, hashtag knee pain, hashtag joint pain, hashtag knee replacement, hashtag, if I follow those hashtags, 9 times out of 10, if you're hashtagging hashtag knee pains or joint replacements, you probably have problems with that. And I have a product that helps solve that problem. So I need to be following that hashtag. Does that make sense? Okay. So those are my people. So I'm no longer looking like, where are my people that want to buy the liquid collagen? I know how to find them. Now, the good news is if you're loving this and you like, Jerusher, guess what? The 3-day ride is my signature business course. Registration is open right now. I teach how to find your ideal prospects. I teach how to attract unlimited leads. I have unlimited leads right now in groups, on my pages. It's so many people, I can't even talk to everybody. Okay. If you want unlimited leads and you didn't even know those basic things I just shared with you, you're going to be blown away in the 3-day ride. So it's 3 days live with me. If you want me to coach you, you want to know all these different hacks, you're serious about your business, or you want to start a business, either way, it doesn't matter. The 3-day ride is probably what you need. I can almost say, I can guarantee the course is super good. And I've had so many clients come out of the course and like, Jerusher, it's so much. It's too much. It's underpriced. I know my mentor said, you got to change the price next year. Okay. You got to change the price next year. This is good stuff. I'm always in masterminds. I'm always in trainings, enhancing my knowledge so I can share it with you at a reasonable cost. So yes, the 3-day ride is open now. Let me just share with you. If you didn't even know that basic little hack for Instagram, it's a lot more where that came from. But in the 3-day ride, I'm going to teach you how to recruit like a top earner in 3 days. Like you're going to definitely be able to identify who you need to be talking to. I'm going to help you find your ideal prospects for your product, service, or opportunity. Okay. You're going to have an easy attraction marketing guide. So a guide to help you learn what's attraction marketing, what's curiosity marketing, what is it? Because if you don't even know what it is, then that means you're not posting content to attract people or to make people curious enough to ask a question. Then I'm going to give you access to proven scripts, not just conversation starters. We have those, but also conversations that convert. So we're going to create content. We're going to converse with the people and we're going to convert the people, because that's the point of you marketing, is to build relationships. When you build relationships with people, they begin to trust you. They know you. They like you. That whole little cliche right there. When they like you, they give you what? Right? Their attention, and they purchase from you. You become best friends. They share your stuff, whatever it is. You've made the connection. That's what a pretty person is, actually. Okay. And so if you're like, I need to create better content, I need to learn how to start conversations in Messenger that actually converts. And this is going to help grow your organization. And guess what? This is the good part. You're going to lower your rejection ratio. So when you know how to overcome objections, right, you'll be able to lower your rejection ratio because you'll know who you want. I get to handpick who I want to work with. So it's not everybody. And so imagine if you could handpick who you want to work with in your organization, right? People that get you, people that want to learn, people that are high achievers. Yes, people who want to put in the sweat equity. Those are my peoples. And so in the 3-day ride is my signature course. The reason I started this course is because I didn't know how to do a lot of these things. And so when I started right before the pandemic, I made all the mistakes and I was just making mistakes and making mistakes. And then finally, I started putting this all together, taking masterminds, and I decided everything that I'm learning, I'm going to put it in a course, because there's other people that I can clearly see your accounts that you don't know how to do it. And so I'm just like, oh, I want to help her. I want to help her, because if she knew to do these 2 things, it will make a difference. And so, yes. So if it's you, put 3-day ride, just get the details. I'm telling you, get the details. The price will probably change in 2024. So I want my peoples to have it right now. So put hashtag 3-day ride if you're like, Jerusher, I've heard you say, because I've only offered it 2 or 3 times a year. I don't offer it all the time because I'm building a mega business outside of the 3-day ride. So when I offer it, I'm like, get in, because I take a select group of people who are ready to go. I'm looking for the ready right now. So if that's not you, that's cool. I'm only looking for the people like, you know what? I need to attract more people. I want to learn how to have unlimited leads. I need to understand how people are getting these huge accounts. Like for me, it went to 100,000 followers in like a year, and now it's at 150,000 in 2 years, right? So how people are doing it, they have the key. They know how to do the hacks. They understand the algorithm. They understand marketing. They understand branding. They understand what to do to grow the accounts. And so I just think everybody should have this information. And so that's why I put the 3-day ride together. I'm like, whoever wants it, here it is. I'm going to give it all to you in 3 days. Now, the replays are available. It's December the 12th, 13th, and 14th. So it's not right now. Okay. But you have to register now. So you want to register because, like I said, I have limited virtual seating. The replays are available. Most of my audience work a 9 to 5. So I'm very thoughtful that you work a 9 to 5. And so the replays are available. We also have pre-recorded trainings available that you can watch over and over. I have downloadable PDFs for you. All of that will be at your disposal. All you have to do is, yes, put 3-day ride. I'll send you the link, or go to my profile. Either put 3-day ride, yes, in the chat, or go to my profile, click my link tree and grab it. Okay. So you can see what I'm doing on day 1, day 2, day 3. It's an explosion. It's the ride of your life. You're going to be hanging on. You go to Six Flags. I live in Georgia, Six Flags over Georgia. You're going to put that seatbelt on. It feels real heavy, right? When you ride the Batman and you're like, oh my God, why did I get on this ride? I'm excited and I'm scared all at the same time. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And so my son, he has a year pass, like annual pass for the year. He can go as many times as he wants. So he and his friends are always like, can you take me to Six Flags? Can you take me to Six Flags? And I'm like, Six Flags is right here in the 3-day ride. And so, yes, so you're going to be on this ride, and understand you and your business buddy. So get your team involved and say, ride with me. Get one person and say, ride with me. We're going to the top. We're going to do it. We're going to look different in 2024. Get the person. Tell her to come on. So you get on the ride, and one of you are going to be screaming like crazy, and the other one is just going to be trembling like, oh, that's me. I scream the whole time. Okay. So understand, in the ride, I also scream because I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for your growth. I'm so excited when I see the light bulb go off and you're just like, oh, I'm about to crush it. So yes, it is a ride. And so it's a natural high. So let me ask you, are you ready? Yes or yes? Put in the chat, 3-day ride. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready, Jerusher. Put 3-day rides if you are ready. And like I said, hopefully on Instagram, I answered your question. I answered your question about different things that you can do on Instagram to grow your account. But you have to ask yourself, if you have a business, are you operating in your gift? So are you talented or are you gifted? Okay. Talents are inherited. Gifts are received from God. And so I want you to work in your gift. All you have to do is learn a skill. And so if I could teach you, could you learn? Yes or yes? If I could teach you a skill, could you learn? Yes. Okay. She said, yes, I can learn. That's me. I can learn anything. I am that person like, okay, yes, let's learn how to do it and let's move forward. And I'm a quick implementer. I'm the person that's going to implement today. I don't wait to implement. It's not in a notebook waiting for the perfect time. It's now. So when I take a course, a training, a mastermind, I implement immediately, because information without implementation is just information. You just walking around smart. That's it. You're just smart. You know all these things, like these little great hacks I told you tonight. You just know about it, but you didn't do it. And so we want to change that. So is this helpful? Was this helpful? Yes. She said yes. Yes. Patrick in the building. I definitely want to use my voice to reach others. Okay, great. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Do me a favor. Tag 2 people. Share the broadcast. If you got value, if you learned something tonight, right? You didn't know those little hacks that I shared with you. Make sure you share the broadcast. Put hashtag 3-day rides. If you want more info, I'll just send you the details. You can figure out if the ride is for you or not. I'm happy to answer all of your questions about the 3-day ride. And so Facebook, yes, if you're in my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group, I will see you every Wednesday night from 8 to 8:30 answering your business questions. I'm going to continue this on TikTok so I can walk on the treadmill. So I'll continue this conversation on TikTok. So if you want to follow me over there, that's great. I'll see your beautiful faces. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusher, and I'll see you on the page. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much, and make sure you get 1 liter of water tomorrow. You still walk 7,000 to 10,000 steps, and you go ahead and get this liquid collagen today. Okay, we don't need to wait till Friday. I'm gonna give you a deal regardless. So put collagen or go to the link in the bio. Put collagen or go to the link in the bio, because that's what we're doing. We're gonna be healthy and wealthy. All right, good night. Good night, Facebook. Say good night to Facebook, everybody.